again. We have a very, very special guest with us, the former mayor of the city of New York, David Dinkins. Hello, sir.
How are you? I'm delighted to be with you again this year.
It's an honor to be here with you, sir, with Kari, with Mauricia. I was actually looking up, you were the 106th mayor of New York.
That's right.
That's quite extraordinary to think of that line, 106 mayors of New York.
Well, there had been no black mayors until I was successful, and Kari's father and a whole lot of other people helped me get there. It's important to understand that if you stand on third, it's not because you had a triple. It's because you got a lot of help. Everybody stands on somebody's shoulder.
Absolutely. I was thinking about that as well. When you were mayor in 1989, 90, is that when you were?
90.
1990.
In 1989, served for 4 years, commencing 1990.
So you followed Mayor Koch, and you were before Mayor Giuliani. And you were really a pioneer, because since then we've had a governor of New York, African-American, David Patterson, of course.
About a half an hour.
Yeah, that's right. And President of the United States for almost 8 years now. And what I was thinking about is, it's wonderful to have those role models at the top, Kari. But what Kari and his organization does is nurturing from the bottom up. And it's filling everything in between. Is that how you see it as well?
Yep. What he and his organization does is in many ways far more important than anything I achieve. And it truly is. It happens that I love young people anyhow, but I've always been impressed by him. And when his father introduced us, I said, wow. And I think what they do, what they've accomplished is tremendous. Because I'm a father, a grandfather. I have grandchildren your age or more. And it's so important that our young people be given an opportunity. Each generation should build on the one before and do better than the one before. We owe them that. I say often that we old folks have an obligation to see to it that the young people have an opportunity to achieve their potential. We owe them that. They're entitled to it.
And of course, it requires funding to achieve that. One of the things that we were talking about all night long is how important it is for funding to come from the larger community, for donors to be encouraged, for sponsors to support an organization. When you went through the financial crisis in 2007 and 2008, had to pull in your wings, and some of the foundations, even if they had good intentions to want to keep supporting you, just didn't have the funding. You had to scramble to fill in the gaps. Now that the financial, the country is financially a little bit more stable, that's the time for people to start to really look to give back to their community. And Brotherhood Sister Soul is one of those organizations really is deserving of that support. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Mayor?
No question about it. We are privileged that he exists.
That's right. That's right. Mauricia, anything that you would like to ask the mayor?
I don't know. I'm kind of shy. I was only like 5 when he was mayor.
I've never seen you shy. Well, we found out that you live near one another, correct?
Well,
you went to school at Hunter, and you live at 68th Street.
The only thing, I would just add is that, the mayor's leadership over his time in office put in place much of the work that we have been able to also work on and stand on shoulders, as he mentioned. He's somebody who brought the Beacon School approach as an example to New York City. The idea of elongating school days, as we talked earlier about the need for out-of-school time. It was Mayor Dinkins who saw the need in economically impoverished communities to give young people support in the school system so that they had something to do during those latchkey hours. It was he who had the vision to know that something had to happen on the weekends with those young people as well. And so it was in a different approach to education. He brought a different approach to policing, around fair policing and community policing, engaging police officers with young people, an issue we continue to work on today as opposed to some of the latter approaches to policing. Just two examples of the philosophical view of this mayor that now people are talking about wanting to expand and extend, but the vision began with the mayor and his administration. And I think that's very important to know.
One of the things we've talked about, Kari, it happens that Brother and Sister Soul is located in Harlem, so obviously it serves a community of color. But the problems that we're talking about, the need for mentorship, the need for nurturing, for out-of-school time support, exists across the board in this country. There are communities that are lily white that have all kinds of problems with drugs, with broken homes, with economic stress. And I know that leaders such as yourself, Mayor Dinkins, when you got together with your fellow mayors, these are the things you talked about. These aren't just problems of New York or of Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're not unique to New York, that's for sure.
Exactly. Very good. Well, thank you, sir, for being here. It's an honor.
I'll come over for tea. I promise.
You're our future, you know.